The guy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we shall be discussing Snowfall, Season 6, Episode 4, hashtag Everything Must End. And this ending is going pretty well as they bring things back to Season 1 in different ways. But what did we see? Let's find out. Let's go with Kim, please. What did you think of Episode 4?
Well, I just feel like Veronique and her mom. I think Franklin's gonna have to eat a bullet because I feel like the mom and Veronique, they're gonna take his money. I'm sorry, that's what I feel. I feel like he's getting duped again. Just the way he's talking to the mom.
Definitely mama.
Definitely mama. But I'm kind of feeling like Veronique is gonna be in there with it. Because he's talking to her crazy too. He's talking to everybody crazy. For real. So
that's why I got the Nino Brown up here, because he went straight Nino in this episode. I was like,
wasn't
what
he?
The fuck?
When he burnt that dude's face, I was like, wait a minute, who is this dude?
I was like, where's his dog? He got to walk around with a dog just sticking them on people for no reason. Like, I was, damn it.
Now I did feel bad for Wanda.
Yes.
One, I felt bad that her braids were entirely too freaking tight. Them joints was tight. I mean, you could see, Stacey, when your skin is like wrinkled up because it's so. I felt bad for the actress for real. I felt bad, but anyway, her character, she is going through it, and I felt really bad because I was like, she shouldn't. I know what Leon's trying to do, but they have the money. Why did they have to go back to the project? Why couldn't he rent like a hotel or the short stay hotel? You know what I'm talking about, where you could stay there for months for like $150. But
wait a minute, didn't they have houses in like season 1?
Yeah, they did. What happened to that?
Franklin bought them houses.
He did. And what happened?
In his name, though. But he did get. But they have enough money to go to Ghana.
Yes.
And come back.
So
you got enough money to get yourself
and buy some lights.
Huh?
Yeah.
And buy some lights.
And buy and fix up the little
neighborhood.
So I'm like, I feel like Wanda should have said this to Leon, like, I can't deal with this. When she saw that girl on the ground, she saw herself.
Yes.
And I felt, oh my gosh, I felt so bad for her. I was like,
what were they doing to that girl?
Spray
painting her.
Why?
Because it's like an animal. It's like stupid stuff you do. Especially
like when people stick sticks in dogs' behinds and watch them running around.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah,
or like when I was young, like we would see like snails or slugs and you just pour salt on it, just watch it react.
I did that.
I did do that. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's basically what they did, but except they did it with a human.
I was like, because she was passed out on that crack. And they're like, you know what we need to do? Make her a piece of art.
Yeah, they were dehumanizing her, which is what we did, and little kids did. And no adults were around because the adults was on crack, right? So there was no supervision. So I understood the scene, but I felt bad for Wanda because Leon's gonna die. And when he dies, Wanda is definitely gonna become a crackhead. That's gonna be the ending scene for Snowfall. Wanda is some booty shorts.
Predicted that.
With her hair all fucked up, right? Half her braids is out. And she's gonna be walking past, like, looking around for something white on the ground. That's gonna be Wanda. I'm sorry, Wanda's gonna go back on crack.
I think that was like, I think we were kind of saying, like, for most of us that's probably where it's going to end with Leon being dead. Yeah,
Leon's definitely gonna die, especially since what he did to what's that guy's name?
Dion.
Yeah, what he did. Oh no. You can't live after that. That he disrespected that guy, even though he deserved it. You can't come back like 6 months later and try to take the block back. And you have no real backing but Wanda. You know what I'm saying?
Einstein,
right? And we know Einstein's going to die because they're building up his character.
Yeah. Because they made him fill out a college application. I was like, damn it, you just had him sign a will. That was a will. That wasn't an application. That was a freaking will. That was the last living testament.
I will say this, and then I'll stop my rant. I liked that scene. I felt like this was something. I know John Singleton is gone, but I feel like somehow he told whoever's writing it now, he channeled this because it's it's an opportunity. It's something that I see in John Singleton movies all the time.
Yeah.
Where he shows the progression of the character, and then he shows both sides, like the drug dealer talking to him saying, man, you already got the money. You don't need no school. And then Leon on the other side is like, oh, I'm behind you 100%. Let's push this forward. I can help you. And then we see the collapse of it, right? So I think that was a phenomenal scene. Anything with Einstein, I loved it. I loved it because kids go through this, especially when they have to live in the hood. They go through that every day. The smart kids, every day that happens to them. They have to make a choice, right?
Yeah.
The street or school, right? And if your parents can't pull you out, get you out of the area, sometimes you tend to go the wrong way, right? So I thought that was beautiful. I love that whole thing. Anyway, my reign is over. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, to the comments. I felt I saw Friday. I saw Ocean's 8 in this movie. I was like, there's definitely things they were pulling from to make this episode.
Oh yeah, it was definitely Friday.
I was like clearly.
Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig.
Yeah, right. Come on, get up, man. I was like,
come on, Craig.
I was like, come on, damn it. And
took that brick, boom. Except this time,
I thought he was gonna pull out the brick. Leon should have killed him. I mean, you can't leave him alive. Like that. That's the problem.
Yeah, at that point.
Once you sow mercy, that fucker is coming to get you.
Yeah.
There's no doubt he has to know. If Dion is, as soon as he wakes up, he's killing them. I mean, and he only got lucky that he kicked him in the nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because Dion was much bigger than him.
To your point, the only thing that stopped Debo from killing Craig was he got arrested, right?
Yeah.
And Della Reese was about to kill Eddie Murphy's ass until literally Red Fox. Everybody had to pull her back and be like, "Bitch, you can't kill him right now." Like. You know what I mean? Like we need him.
Like
Richard Pryor
right here. We're right here.
It was like, but he saw my pinky toe. He saw my pinky toe.
I clearly saw New Jack City in this movie. This is definitely where Franklin was channeling as he was doing. But yeah, the pinky toe was hilarious. I mean, that
is the best part of that whole movie.
Harlem Nights will be reviewed because it has to be done.
Yeah.
Like this year.
Oh, the Arsenio Hall moment too, where he's like, stop shooting that little shit
no more. Quick. I would kill you quick.
That's some good moments.
That's a whole.
Oh yeah. We're definitely. We got
to do Harlem Nights anyway.
Yes.
Chris, what do you got for this montage of movie history?
I thought this episode was really dope. Yeah, I also felt sorry for Wanda. Yo, this girl. I mean, okay, I understand you got the keys to Mama's house and whatnot, bruh. How you just going to come? Yo. You need to warn her like that. How you gonna be in How you gonna be in the ghetto like that and just go in someone's house? I mean, I know you used to live there, but it was like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Say something. You know what I mean? But this is the first time we see a sign of her slowly slipping, right? Because I mean, you always hear it all the time that basically people say, "Oh, you're out. Like you're done using, you're on drugs or whatnot." And a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people want to like living like these fancy little areas and whatnot don't realize even though you might be out of it, you're never really out of it. Like, you know what I mean? There's always temptation. And that's the thing with her. Like, yes, she spent some time in Africa or whatnot, but she's seeing, like she said, like, yo, all I see everywhere is rock. Like, and it's like messing her up. It's like making her want to relapse. You know what I mean? So, and I thought Sissy was awesome with the whole idea. It's like, yo, this is how Alton got out of drinking again by helping out over at the shelter. So I think that was great. I also don't think her future is going to do very well though. I'm starting to think of, was it Dookie and or what's it called, Doogie from The Wire or whatnot. I feel like that's going to be her life as well. But unfortunately. But yeah, overall, I thought the episode was dope. Reuben coming up on Gustavo, like saying, "Motherfucker, I know who you are, and I know you know who I am. We need to get Teddy." I feel so sorry for that dude, man. This dude is trapped. Poor Gustavo. That dude from the first season was like probably, other than Javi, was my favorite character. And this nigga is stuck. This dude is like, dude, all I wanted to do back in the day was just wrestle. And just like drink and wrestle some more and drink some more.
And bang women. And
fuck my bitches.
That's right.
And the rest of some niggas, like all of that stuff, and like now all this is happening to him. But I thought,
DeMarcus.
yeah, and then Leon, I don't know. Leon's doing a little too much, especially with the whole fixing the light thing. I was like, you fixing the light like in broad daylight, knowing knowing what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Like it's going to be shot out again. And you're right, him. Like you beat someone like that, especially someone who's like kind of someone like Dion. Like, nah, dude. Like for one, he was talking about all the shit he did to Wanda and whatnot when she was on that rock. On that alone, I would have been like, yo, I need to go back to Africa right now because I am going back to my murderous self right now. Like that alone should have gotten your ass on the fucking plane back to freaking Africa. Like, you know what I mean?
Did you watch it with subtitles? If you watch it with
the stuff they were murmuring about?
It was
they were going in.
It was hard. It was hard, dude. It was like, bro, you know how beat up those walls are, bro? It was like,
He said, I used to beat,
Yo,
and then he said something about like, so man, she used to suck real.
Yes.
I'm like, yo.
Yeah, I'm like, that right there is grounds to kill someone. But I was like, they're gonna ride this out until something small. Like, I'm like, it should have been for Wanda. Like the light should not have been the one making gold there. Like it definitely should have been Wanda.
I already knew like before this that like Leon probably wasn't gonna make it this season, but that moment, and I knew that, and I saw that Leon wasn't going to necessarily kill him, but just maybe beat him down. I was like, fuck, Leon really is truly going to die. Like, you know what I mean? And it sucks. That's to be honest, that's the only critique I have is that these two niggas ain't back to Africa. You know what I mean? And they're trying to help this kid. And the problem is, in broad daylight, they're also helping out Einstein. Everyone can see this. Everyone's seeing like you're helping out Einstein. You're on the opposite end right now. Like you're now turning Einstein into a target inadvertently. Yeah. I know they're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
but it's also inadvertently like being like oh, like you're with them now. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what's going to kill. That's what Dion's going to kill Einstein. He's like, yo, he said, look, well, nigga, I gave you a raise, and you still talking about fucking school. You're like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like all this shit. He's going to kill him. He's going to be the one that kills Einstein. And but other than that, great episode. I'm glad to see that Saint is able to do the job himself if no one else can do it. Go back to his roots. You know what I mean? They even got a McDonald's worker there. You know, Lucille should take notes. You know what I mean? If she want to make some money, some real money,
right?
Cook. You know, bring on your Wendy's uniform and go out there and cook. And get to work. You talking about the mortgage all the freaking time? You know what I mean? You know, so that's it. I'm done, Randy.
Thanks, Chris. Stacey, please.
As much as I love Leon's story arc, he is a bad husband. You do not drag your former crackhead wife into the middle of the projects surrounded by crack.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Send her to live with Sissy or something. But as we talked before, they had houses. I don't understand why they're living in the PJs.
And they have money presently. Like, I mean, even if they didn't have houses.
Well, no, remember Leon said, I can't remember what season it was. I think it was the first season. Leon said that that's where his people are. He's not going to live he wants to live among his people. That's exactly what he said. But I can't remember what episode or season it was.
I hear you, but his people is his wife now, and he needs to be thinking about her.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking, to that point, I was actually thinking about also Jerome. Like, Jerome not listening to Louis when they were like, we need to back Scully. And they were like, no, shut the fuck up. Like, we're going to do something different. And I thought, and this Leon would have been like, I should have listened to you. We should have stayed. Because Wanda was like, we don't need to go nowhere. We need to stay here. And it was his idea of like, nah, fuck it. We going back home. And it's like, it'd be like, and I thought he was going to be like, you're right, babe. I should listen to you. You know, like we should have stayed where we were. Because this is not what I thought it was going to be. And I thought he was going to go that route. But anyway, Stacey, I'm sorry. Good.
It was interesting to see Franklin lay hands on somebody. I don't recall him ever like putting hands on people. So I was
They're trying to show how different he is. They're trying to show what's happening to him.
He didn't like what Jerome did to him, so he has to take it out on somebody.
Yeah, like you went Baxter on us.
Jimmy Baxter.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, he did exactly that.
Jimmy Baxter. He was like, "Damn it,
Frank, God damn it, Frank."
I have a question when Stacey finished. I have a question about Jerome, and I don't know if anybody else noticed it. Sorry, go ahead, Stacey. Sorry.
I'm curious about the question.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, so remember when was it the guy who got his face burnt and he went to go see Louis and Jerome, right?
Yeah.
So when the guy who got, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. But when he got his face, Todd. Okay, Todd. When Todd got his face burnt and he went to see Louis and Jerome, did he when he was talking to Jerome about Franklin, did anybody notice the face on Jerome?
Yep.
Like, I don't know. And this is the thing, I couldn't read it. I was torn between, is he like, don't fucking say shit about my nephew? Or was he like, I'm a fucking get Franklin? Right? I don't know which one it was.
I felt the former. I felt it for like, even in that moment, I felt like he was like, don't talk shit about my nephew. Like
that's what I felt.
I actually, I didn't even see, no, for me, it was something else. To me, I thought like, once he said, I'm the one that shot up your club, I looked at that. I was like, I want to kill you right now, but damn it,
was
like
two birds with one stone. Like, okay, I can send you out here to take revenge, and if you get murdered, then hey, cool.
Yeah, that's how I kind of looked at it too. I looked at it was like more of like, I want to kill you right now for everything you did, but you know, and that's why he was like, he did that little neck thing. Like I felt like it was like he was conflicted. What you saw, in my opinion, was him being conflicted.
But see, Louis,
I don't know.
Louis was the one that reacted to the message of, I was the one that shot up your club. Sorry about that. They showed her face and the fact that she was like,
sure, okay,
all right, let's see where this goes, right? Like she was upset. But when he talked about Franklin, that's when Jerome reacted.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Am I reading that he was like, don't fucking talk about my nephew?
People talk about his nephew all the time in front of him in the past.
And he
never did all that,
but not at this moment. Remember, they're going through something right now.
Yeah, I think he's doing.
I mean, well, yeah, which is why he really yeah. Anyway, I thought you meant like he was offended.
No,
like
I think he was. Yeah. I think, but to your point, I think they should have shot Todd right there.
They
where are they? Bop. Thank you. Because you're no longer useful. Like once I can
show me on the map. Huh? Show me on the map.
Exactly. Show.
Okay.
Just
right Don't worry, I believe him.
Something about you says believable, but you did shoot up our club and you talk shit about my nephew, so you got to go anyway. But I thought that's why.
And you're snitching, basically, right? I mean, you're dry snitching.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Yeah.
So many things, like so many. But Todd shouldn't have made it to the house to be shot later. To me, but that's what I thought. Stacey.
That's all I have for now.
Well, thank you. We
You don't want to talk about the chick?
What chick?
Yeah,
what chick?
What's his name? What's her name? Terry. Oh my gosh, what is her name? Perusi.
Oh, let's not do this.
Oh, the Iranian girl.
No. We're not wasting time with. Hey, baby, you want to move in with me? Who gives a fuck?
God, like, why they keep showing her?
I was like, damn, kill this bitch or send her to
$70 million, and we can just go wherever we want with $70 million. I'm like,
cut
her off.
But this is Teddy's. Let's get out the game. This is Teddy's. I can make it, baby. We got
but the thing is that Teddy does not really want to get out because we see he's not about to kill Reuben. He is about to kill Reuben.
So I'm saying,
he also wants to look good in front of his old bosses too.
Yeah,
that's the thing too.
But they want us, even though he has a child or he has a life outside this bullshit. Like they want him to have that. We could be something, but I still got something to do, baby. As soon as I get done, we're flying off to whatever.
He could care less about that kid.
He gives no fucks.
That kid is someone else's kid now.
Yeah. I'm really upset about that. I
but no, I'm not upset about it. You know why? Because they're finally showing that there are some deadbeat white men out there who don't give a shit about their kids.
All right.
They always show Latino. They always show Black.
There you go, Kim. There you go.
David, I need you to remember this moment.
Yes.
David, remember this moment when you agreed with Kim, because we all know, Kim, you know this too, that there will be a future video starring David. And he's going to be like, why is it that all these shows only show Black people being deadbeats? And it's going to be our responsibility. Me and like the four of us, excluding David, it's going to be all four of us responsibility to remind David.
Damn it.
Yes.
that he agreed that this happened in a show.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, carry on.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Jamani, please. What you got?
All right, you ready? All right.
Yeah, we ready. Go ahead.
So, okay. If you are sick or ailing, bleeding, you go to the hospital, right? The hospital would not refer you to a pharmacy or a supermarket and say they got gauze and Band-Aids there, right?
Okay.
Why in the world would Sissy tell Wanda? Now, Sissy is a real estate agent, right?
Okay.
And she is saying, I can't stay in the projects. Rock is everywhere. You have the ability to move her almost anywhere. But you say, hey, how about a shelter? You can work there 5 days a week.
I hear you. These are two separate things, though. To your point, her and her son own a property business, and she easily could have said, you can stay in this house for one, but also we can help you find a house. To your point, the reason why she's telling about the shelter, she has to stay busy, whether she lives anywhere or not. She has to keep her mind focused, or she's going to go back to crack. So that's the other thing, that the shelter actually takes care of the keep your hands busy situation. Right. But to your point, we still haven't addressed that they're still living in the PJs at the end of this as of the end of this episode.
But I'm saying that she's coming to her and saying this. She wasn't saying this to her I need something to occupy me. I think she was saying this to her because she knows her occupation.
No. She was confiding.
She used to work for them, right?
Yes, she actually took a leave
She
of
used
absence.
to work for the shelter as well. She didn't. I'm saying that she's saying this.
I forgot about that actually.
To her. So I'm saying, knowing her occupation, why wouldn't she facilitate both, or say I can move you or help move you to someplace? Because that would be more or less the initial priority. That would be like the thing that needs to happen first.
But again, she's not a single person. Like, she has a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if she wanted to move out, it's her husband's and her job to find a new place. That's not Sissy's job to be like, hey,
because Leon is not gonna move in at Sissy's house, right?
Yeah.
Even though Leon loves Sissy like a mom, Leon is not gonna move into Sissy's house with
I'm not saying, I was never saying that they move in there. I'm saying that she has the ability to say, we have complexes, or there's she had Leon out in one of those apartments when they had a hit on him.
But we don't have
there's somewhere we can put you that's away from drugs.
But does Franklin have that anymore, though? Remember, Veronique kind of sold a lot of their stuff. So does he even have that option anymore?
So they to your point, they haven't reassessed their assets. So when he found out that the money was gone, she said the properties are making money, but not to the extent that the debt that we're going to owe on that building.
They can't sell the properties. So they said that if they sold it, they would be in further debt.
Yeah.
So they have to keep them.
Yeah.
So then that makes sense. Like, Sissy could have offered her a place to stay.
Yeah. But right now,
and Leon.
Her and Leon, so that would be a family discussion. Yeah. But right now she's just thinking more of keep your hands busy.
Yeah.
Mind. She didn't say so. That's what she was trying to go with that. But yes,
I'm saying that the shelter, as we saw in that season, has just as much drugs as the projects, because the guy was bringing the kid there and he was hooked on drugs. So I'm like, I don't know. It's not like it's drug free, so to say. Yeah. I don't know how much it would help. As well as, Leon was given a choice of, you have to choose sides, right?
Yeah.
In the previous episode, and I predicted that for the season. And I'm like, it's clear what side Leon should be on, right? And that is Franklin's side, because last season, let's not remember, he was the one who brokered the peace between Franklin and Kane, right?
Huh?
And then Louis said, fuck all of that, and still sent Bosco,
the cop,
to kill him. So he would be the point of
contention,
of blame, because he patched them up together for him only to get shot. So it'd be like, I patched all this up and you blow this up in my face. Why would I ever be on Louis' side? I would by default have to go to Franklin's side.
Or just leave, as Franklin also actually more encouraged him to do. Like,
I understand that, but I'm saying if he stays, and which he did, I'm saying that Louis' side is not basically an option, so to say, for him. And I'm saying, as far as Kane goes, everybody's so scared of Kane. He's made out to be like the big bad wolf and everything. But I'm like, he has not put in any work. And I'm like, I've seen Franklin put in more work, and Franklin is supposed to be like the the
CEO of ROCK.
Yeah, the more ghost-esque type of person in this whole situation.
Two best lines ever.
What?
Dion saying that Franklin is the CEO of ROCK Classic. As we said,
that was funny. That was a good line.
Kane.
Yes.
Kane. And then Kane also saying Franklin's a hoe and hoe makes money, and I like money. I was like,
that's true.
I was like, facts. All of this facts. I'm like,
and I've noticed that Kane uses his words very carefully. Right? He says Frankie when it's like, oh, he's making money for me and we're cool and he could do something for me. Because he said Frankie as he's carrying him to the car and everything. And when they're cool, he says Frankie, but when there's a problem, he calls him Saint.
Oh.
But he called him Frank when they were getting in the car. Because I heard him say Frank, and I was like, how many names does he have for this dude? Saint, Franklin, Frank. I'm like, is it?
Well, he never calls him Franklin. He calls him Frankie. Or he calls him Saint. I heard him say he did say Frank or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they cut it off or something. But he usually alternates between those two names. But it's I like the way that I'm like Franklin is somewhat a hoe or bitch or what. I'm like I would take that as the opportunity. Like he dies. I take over the operation now. But I'm like. He's like, no, I need somebody else to carry on the street stuff or whatever. I don't want to be a part of that. But he's treating him like I was watching it. I was like, is this a video game? He looked like an NPC, a non-playable character, where like he's just like slowing you down in gameplay as people are shooting at you. I'm like, he's just carrying Kane along
because Kane is still wounded, right?
Yeah.
So he is gonna. But Frank, you have to remember too. Kane, yeah, he runs his drugs and stuff. But Franklin is strategic and he's smart, and that's something that Kane is, but in a different way. But just like what Franklin said, I did grow a drug empire. Yeah. So you don't have to listen to me, but remember that's what I did. What did you do? Right, basically with what he was saying.
Yeah, that's my question. I'm saying, why does Franklin need Kane? Kane needs Franklin, but why does Franklin could have just left.
He needs dealers.
Right.
He needs dealers.
I'm saying not the deal. I'm not saying not the dealers. I'm saying Kane himself, not Kane.
They answer to Kane, like they.
Yeah.
He's the ringleader.
Yeah.
He needs Kane in order to get them.
Yeah. And they need each other. Like he's a supply, just like Teddy and Franklin. I mean, really, in that situation, like Franklin was a dealer without a supplier, and now he's a supplier without a dealer, and he's like, and they're just helping each other. But I liked how Kane knows how to be a leader, though. Externally, he's like, Franklin and I are one. If he says it, it's coming out of my mouth, right? Like even when Todd came back, like he burned my face. He was like, and. You know what I'm saying? You do what he says do or get the fuck out. But when it was just them two together, he's like, don't you ever fucking touch my people again. Like internally, he knows we can fight. But externally, we got to be one or we're not going to be able to stay together. And I thought that was
right. He is a good leader. You're right. And he also heals very fast, too.
He's also a mutant. So
everybody be healing fast in these damn shows, man.
I'm like, he's Wolverine somehow. Damn it.
Like, he's in a hospital bed still, so and his leg is jacked up still.
But I mean, but the fact is,
it'll be healed by
he had a colostomy bag last episode. All of a sudden, he like, dude, he's like moving now. Although again, we don't know how much time has passed. Like they're not doing, I'm sure they're not doing a good job of like. I'm sure some time has passed. I would imagine. To your point of his miraculous healing.
Maybe I keep forgetting this is Snowfall, and not every other crazy show we watch. So yeah.
So I'm pretty sure there's some time jumping going on to get there. Franklin was showing out this episode. I love how he's
losing it.
Everyone.
No, I disagree. I'm like, this is what I'm saying about the difference between him and Kane. Franklin has never been afraid to put in work himself. Like he took out Kevin, right? He didn't have anybody take out the neighbor cop. He
didn't mean to take out Kevin though.
Yeah, that was
an accident.
He was pushed into that, bro. Like that's not,
and he didn't want to do it.
He didn't want to do that. Also,
but the cop, he went and did that himself.
He had yes, I see your point. So
he that's kind of the basic though. Like
and
that's something that Leon would have done too.
At the end of last season, when he showed up with Black Diamond and the other girl, he shot the guys at the spot. He didn't have shooters. He shot the guys.
I see what
at times he's unhinged. Like, okay, what all you're doing is proving that he can pull a trigger. Okay. You know what I mean? That does not equate being a good leader. You know, that just shows that you can just shoot. I mean, hell, look at David's background. It just shows that he's just Nino Brown. What happened to Nino Brown at the end? Like, you know what I mean?
It didn't work out.
But it didn't work out, you know, because he's just unhinged.
Yeah, him yelling at the mother-in-law to be is stupid when she is the one supposed to get his money back, and she can just walk away with that fucking money. Like, so that's not what you do.
Which is what she's gonna do, but okay.
Or make a serious effort, right? Or make a serious effort, right? Like I'm like, that is stupid as fuck, man. I'm saying him burning that.
That was like equivalent to like you arguing at the person at the fast food spot and be like, "Yo, you better make my order right," and be like. Okay, you're gonna get your food all right, maybe, and that food's gonna have some extra sauce
with a couple of surprises in there.
Yeah, it's gonna still have some secret sauce on that bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same. You're right. It's the same deal here. It's like you're talking shit to the woman that basically will be controlling your money if she does find it. Like,
I have a question. So now that his two women, the strippers, are gone, that's his security, right? So Franklin's just walking around. Walking around. There's no people behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy Todd had the right idea. You know, you could just shoot Franklin. He has no protection.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that also shows that he's unhinged because he should know that right now, especially right now, because of Louis and Jerome, he needs people around him to protect him. Yeah, he is completely not thinking at all. He's thinking about he's doing this. Is about selling the rock, getting the money. Sell the rock, get the money, get as much as I can so I can get me and my wife out of here. Well, soon to be wife and baby out of here. He's not thinking someone can walk up to you and shoot you in the head. He
has people. Now. He has King's people. He's walking around with King's people.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not.
No, he's not.
King's people are only working with him inside the rock house.
Yes.
They don't walk around with him when he's going and doing whatever he got to do.
Absolutely. That's not true, bro. He should have a couple of King's people, but he does not. Like Nino just walk around by himself and fucking either in a suit or a fucking sweater and a fucking bandana. Like when the CEO of Chick-fil-A is willing to sit down and cut some chicken, I'm like, I respect that. That man's like, we're going back to the basics. Like I wanted to show you what it's like to make some rock. I was like, look at you. We're going back to season 1. That's some season 1 shit. I was like, respect. And he's also good leadership principle. He's leading by example.
Right.
If I can cook, you can cook, and this is how you're going to cook together.
Yeah.
Respect. I was like, also, I burned this dude's face. I don't know what's up with that. But I'm like, but also, I feel like that was plot convenience. They wanted to give Franklin some balls because he's a small dude. Like, they could have took him and whooped his ass. Like we've already proven he can't really fight.
But they wanted to show that Franklin is unhinged.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. They need the scene to show him he's crazy, but Todd could easily could have took him. Like Franklin ain't that dude.
Todd wasn't a big dude either.
I feel like he's probably had more.
But if y'all haven't noticed, my boy Damson, he got the shoulders going on. Okay,
I just,
from the beginning, season 1,
All right.
to now, I had to look. I was like, wait a minute. So he's
grown
developed the body.
He's grown
The body
up.
has developed along the way.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to say, David, David, you watch MMA, there'll be people you be shocked. They'll be like skinny, muscular or whatnot.
Oh, like Silva?
They'll still drop them.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like
Yeah,
Silva.
they'll still drop them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Silva is
look-
like this skinny.
Yeah,
Like-
especially if you're talking about like especially if you're talking about like people who's just like got that adrenaline running and whatnot, because it don't take a lot, especially someone that's like literally like your height or whatnot, or maybe I would say Todd's like probably a little bit shorter or whatnot, and just grab him and just like put his face on, you know what I mean? It didn't look like it took a whole lot.
It looked too smooth for somebody who don't do it on a regular basis. I'm saying like the way he did it, you would think like this is his shit. Like I mean, it looked cool. I'm not saying it don't look cool. I just realism I'm finding a little bit hard to believe, but. That was the I say New Jack City situation, the Ocean's 8 situation, like the whole mama and fucking random ass white dude like doing the heist to get the paper.
Oh yeah. That was like Ocean's 11.
I know.
I was like, what are we doing?
Where was her pregnant belly right there? Where was that pregnant belly?
Damn
Where
it.
was that pregnant belly?
You know what? It was not there,
Bruh.
Chris. It was
Damn,
not
That's
there,
what I'm
Chris.
saying.
Like,
But
It was
it's
not
like
her. Maybe it was in her hair. She had
that bothered me
that
so
big poop.
much.
you were like, put the baby in your hair so we can.
Okay. So you just said that, right? Give me 2 minutes, right?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
On the clock,
Now-
damn it.
Now,
I know.
this show has stolen Breaking Bad, right? Chris, I know you can follow me because that was a big point of Breaking Bad was the pregnancy lasted forever, right?
Oh, his wife.
This is following the same thing. And I'm like, how did Breaking Bad end? And I thought about this during watching this episode. It was about the money. The money got stolen. The same.
But that woman in Breaking Bad, she was actually pregnant in real life. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, Skylar.
Skylar was actually pregnant in real life.
Yeah, I get
didn't
that,
know
but it still went on for like
It was a long pregnancy.
yeah. I'm like, she was pregnant at the start of the pilot episode. So and then it went.
I watched it. I never paid attention to that. I didn't notice that. I watched it.
Well, yeah, they had to cut it short. The first season they cut it short because it was the writer's strike. So they had to actually wind up splitting it. So the first season wasn't actually the full season in a sense. Like they put part of season 2 was basically like still season 1, but they were forced to put it in season 2 because the whole writer's strike thing happened at the same time. So there you go. That's why Skylar was even pregnant in season 2, is because season 1 was only like 6 episodes, like 5 or 6 episodes. You know what I mean? But you're right. It happened a long time. The difference is it actually looked like she was freaking pregnant. You know what I mean? Like,
but this one,
like,
it just looked like she had a bad dress on.
Continuous, basis, she was pregnant. Like her stomach would get bigger.
I need to know how many months she is because I saw a preview for Snowfall, and at one point it looks like she's like her water breaks, and I'm thinking like, no, there better be a flash forward scene, a time jump. There you go. It better be a time jump in this bitch. It better not be like a matter of weeks. Like, you know what I mean? There's no way.
It's gonna be some wild shit, dude. But I'm like, this whole ocean scene was unnecessary because I'm like, how did we even get here? Like, what's the con? Like, are you pretending to be FBI? How did you recruit the fucking secretary? Like, they've been working on this shit for a while, but it was all off camera. And as Franklin angrily pointed out, we're no better off than when we started. All I know is I still need fucking Teddy to get my fucking money. So what was the point of all this? I say the same thing to these writers. What was the point of all this? Like, we achieved nothing. And we're wasting time.
You said Ocean's 8? I looked at it more like Leverage. It was the show Leverage.
Leverage.
Yeah, Leverage. Yeah, they had some.
Or the train robbery on Breaking Bad, because I'm just going to compare the show to that from now.
So who Leverage on who and how?
No, the show Leverage.
The show. Excuse me, show. I'm sorry. I was like, I thought somehow you saying they had leverage. I'm like, how? No.
Oh no. Sorry.
Also, if this dude can steal $73 million for the CIA, why the fuck is he still working out of a strip mall? Like with like one random ass secretary. Like this don't make any sense. Like you need to be balling out. Like I mean, if mommy's gonna get $7.3 million as a finder's fee, you think this dude would be doing a lot better off than what he's doing? Like
I'm say the same thing about Saul Goodman.
Nah, Saul, he wasn't clearing $7.3 million.
They
But he
are you
wasn't
forgetting
walking
about
away with
Gustavo
all of it.
working in
All
a
right, all right. So
fast
you
food.
say he saw it. All right, okay. So
Yeah,
you're
but
saying
that,
Go-
but
what
that
about
cover up.
Gustavo?
No. I felt like when Saul was doing the Popeyes kind of place, I think that for me, I looked at it as he was that was a cover, right?
Yeah.
Like if you work at this mediocre job, right? Nobody's gonna suspect you of being, like
All right.
a major drug dealer. So
All right.
you know what I'm saying? Or he was the owner of that. As far as I remember, I thought he was the owner and manager.
Oh no. So you think about the chicken guy. I'm talking like the lawyer Saul, like his strip mall was like.
Oh, you mean Saul? Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's what
sorry.
I'm saying. It
Better
just
get
looked
Saul.
kinda-
I forgot.
That's what
Okay.
they're doing. But I hear
Yeah.
you guys, right? Like he was high level, but he's still low level because he's trying to keep a low profile.
Yeah,
And he only
if
gets
you
a
start living in
percentage.
like what Meech did when Meech bought that or rented that White House. When he did that, he put himself along with the billboard, which actually Blue Da Vinci said that wasn't Meech's idea, that was his idea.
Oh.
And but anyway, once he did that, and then he was living in that White House, which was a famous house that a lot of Hollywood people have lived in. He put it was like a neon sign because the house was ridiculously expensive. So sometimes, you can have the money, but you got to do it low key.
No. I'll put it to you this way. It's one of those things where you see it in these shows a lot, where it's I'm reformed, right? Or and the police or the cops come to you and they say, all right, I need you to do this for me, or I'm gonna send you back. Or I know that you're doing this little thing on the side and you're gonna go away for this. So you're gonna do this for me, and you're not gonna get paid or anything from it. I'm taking all of this money because you didn't hear Teddy say I got 70,000 and he kept 3 million. I mean 70 million and he kept 3 million. No, he took the whole thing. So it's like he did that for him and he got nothing to show for it. So it's not like he's doing this all the time just for the sake of doing it. He was probably pressured into doing it.
Well, again, we saw none of that either. Anyway, I understand they went through a lot of this, and I don't know where it's gonna go. Right? I just noticed she didn't have a baby bump. They probably moved back. They probably moved back to the projects. Why? Why are Leon and Wanda back in the projects? What happened to the house and Leon purchased in season 1? Do they have enough money since we went to Ghana? All these are good questions. Leon isn't.
Well, we already talked about why Leon doesn't have the house. He told Franklin that he didn't want the house.
That's right, because it wasn't in his name anyway.
It wasn't in his name, and so he said that he wants to be among his people in the projects. That's exactly what he said. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Me also, not coming from a project, but anyway. But if I got money, I'm not living in a project. Let's just say that.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question, just legitimate, right?
Ask us.
I've been through the projects. I don't come from the project, but I've been there, right? Okay. Now, why is it so important for kids to play or things? Why is it so important for there to be light in the playground of the projects at night? Like,
let me tell you why.
In this, so I'm spending money on this, and this is a big point of contention. Like, this is why I understand what you guys said about the whole. It should have been about Wanda, but I'm like, what is the importance of there being
lights
on?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because when you have children whose parents are on crack, they are not regulating these children. So guess where the children are? They're outside where the crack is being sold, where shootouts are happening every single day. So the playground, whether it's daytime or nighttime, becomes important because at least the kids can play somewhere. The light becomes important because you need to see what the hell is coming at you when you're playing outside, right? A person could come out with a shotgun. If it's in the dark, a child could be playing and get killed, right? You need to have light. And then there's also elderly people who live in those projects. They need to be able to see. People need to be able to see what's in front of them, right? Or around them. So this is why Leon is like, why are you taking basic human things away from these people? Like, you're making this like a war zone, and it doesn't need to be that bad, right? So, but I'm saying, but also Leon, he's saying all this stuff now, but in the beginning, Leon was not this way. Leon, you started this shit.
Yes.
You were running the project. Yes. Now all of a sudden you're trying to clean it up, but it's your fault that the projects went down to where it is.
I think he realizes that though. He knows that.
He does.
That's why
He
he's
does
trying
realize
to
it.
correct
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He's trying to correct.
Yeah.
He's trying to do it right, but there's no, you can't save this.
You can't save it. You can't. But that's why you need light, and that's why you need a playground, because these children are running. It's horrible what's happening to. You know how many children were raped, boys and girls, by people. Okay, mothers were selling their children's behinds and other body to just regular people, like to drug dealers. And this was going on. And if you have no light, there could be a child getting molested around the corner and there's no light there. Nobody sees it, right? So
and they were talking about that. Well, in Wanda's story of like helping the little baby, the girl with the formula, because the mom sold all the formula like for the crack. So it's like, but again, as I said, Leon and ultimately is responsible for all this shit, as he said, it's all come together.
Yeah.
So Reuben, two things. First, Reuben says, hey, Russia, I want to move on to Gustavo. I want to move away from Sissy and Franklin. What does that mean for Sissy? I mean, Franklin don't give no fucks. He just met this dude. But, Sissy's like, oh, Reuben's my friend. He's going to help me stop Teddy and find out what happened to my husband or whatever. Like, what's going to happen with this now? Like, is this going to impact her story? Is Sissy going to notice?
I really don't. I'm like, I think Franklin is just gonna have another temper tantrum like he did with the mother. Like, you said you were gonna help me and I got nothing for it. When, and that's pretty much it. Like,
he is acting like a big baby. He really is acting like a child. Like, people don't owe you shit. You're a drug dealer, dude. Like, relax. Like, it's not them who stole this from you. It is Teddy who stole it.
Stole this from you,
right? You need to be holding him with fire under his foot, not your daggone family, Wait,
hold on. Before I forget, I forgot to mention this in our last video. That is exactly where his stolen money went. It went to ATL with Peaches, and he was at Magic City, and he ran into Monique's sister.
Hilarious. Yeah. Damn it. Shit. He's the one that gave her AIDS. Damn it. Because I was actually wondering where is Peaches? He's in ATL and he slept with Goldie's sister. That's what Vajamani said, and that shit's hilarious.
Maybe he slept with Reuben, because we see that why we needed to see that Reuben is a gay man.
Why does he have to have AIDS?
Why?
Kim, wait a minute.
Why? I didn't even know he had a life at all.
Exactly. I didn't even know Reuben's life.
I did. Now you're like,
linked
because you gay, now you gotta have AIDS. But that's somehow we're gonna put all this. Like, damn it. Hey, Kim gets on. I can't believe she went from you gay, you gotta have AIDS. That's how it is.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I apologize.
That's what you said, though. I gotta do this. All right. No. So I don't know. I can't go Kim. I don't know.
You know what? Me too.
Damn it.
Wow.
We'll have more for silence for Kim, who says gay.
I am so sorry.
No. It's funny. It is funny. I don't know why that was even brought up. Like, that unless Teddy is gonna use it for leverage. But let's get to this. So why did Teddy follow Gustavo home? He must have followed him home first, then followed him to the bar. Why?
Because he doesn't trust him. He knows something is up. He could feel it. This guy, he remember he used to be a pretty good CIA, right?
Really?
Yes. He's right. And so he knows your spidey senses are tingling.
And not only that, remember Teddy also kept asking him about his son's hospital. Like
the hospital story. That's what I'm thinking. He checked into the hospital story. It didn't work out, and now he's not. But they should have showed that or explained or something. No. Like, he just kind of let it go. And I'm like,
like Jamani said, Gustavo was kind of stuttering. Yeah.
No, what he said in this episode, he said, you handled yourself with that, I forgot what the type of gun it was, the Beretta, in Costa Rica real well. And he said, I learned from CIA. And he was like, you just bring that up casually?
Well, he is CIA.
He is CIA.
Jamani.
And DEA doesn't teach a snitch how to use a gun. I don't make any sense. I mean, I'm not saying.
Not DEA. I'm talking about when Teddy was talking to him, right? When he was talking to Teddy.
How did that statement say, I gotta follow my guy all night? Like,
because he's just saying, why would you just say the word CIA? It was like they never mentioned that and he's been stuttering and stammering, and he's like, well, you know, the CIA taught me real well. It's like something like you'd say if you're trying to catch somebody on a wire. Like, I'm saying this so that you can say more. Like it was
no, because Teddy is CIA. According to Gustavo, he really literally did learn from CIA, literally, which is Teddy.
Or the other guy. No, I'm sorry. Teddy recruited Gustavo. So it was this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed, maybe we're gonna flush out. It just seemed weird that all of a sudden he followed them home. He followed them to the bar, and then he happened to see Reuben leave the bar, and that's his plot convenience.
I don't know if it was though, as far as him following, because if you know Teddy's character, right, and you know the type of work he's done, even from season 1, he's always been paranoid, and he's especially paranoid about everything ever since he took that 70 million. So I feel like he doesn't know who to trust, period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That could be
I feel like even if Gustavo was doing the right thing or whatever and wasn't watching it, I think he would still follow Gustavo. Like, because he just say like, oh, he's always doing something. He's always I would call him to do something, like, and he'll give me short answers like, hey, what are you up to? And like, you know what I mean?
That would have.
I think that's just Teddy. That's just how
Teddy's
operates.
on coke, and coke makes you paranoid.
Well, no, he had to stop that because that was his heart or some shit. I wouldn't do that one. I mean, he had. I remember he stopped. He stopped because of health issues. But either way, let's say the short answers thing work out. Anyway, I guess at some point Teddy's going to test Reuben, right? Because he specifically said, if you see anything, say something, right? If you see something, say something. And then the next episode, he ain't going to say nothing. And he's going to be like, hey, and he's going to be like, you're fucking with me now. So I know for a fact you ran into Reuben. And then that's going to be a thing. And then DEA is coming at the same time that Reuben's coming. That warehouse is going to be empty. That's what I'm
absolutely empty. Yes.
Empty, right? Because that's classic. That's classic. We're moving in tomorrow, not today. Tomorrow, and then gone. Everything.
Yep. Everything. And that's the reason why they said it the way they said it.
Right?
Like, we're gonna do it tomorrow. It's like, oh, okay, it's gonna be empty.
It's gonna be empty.
Yeah, he saw Reuben. He's gonna get rid of that stuff right tonight.
Yeah. Tonight.
Yeah. And then Gustavo's gonna be dead as fuck. Like, I hope Gustavo makes a couple more episodes, but it ain't looking good for him because Teddy. And he maybe got.
And do we need to see his girlfriend? Can we just not have her in the show?
Oh, Parissa?
Like, no, not her. Gustavo's girlfriend.
No, I don't know.
She needs to relax. This is what she needs to do. Go be with her mother and her family and stop being paranoid, or go ahead and continue to live in the house with Gustavo. Like, you got to pick one, because her just keep yelling at this man is not going to help the situation. If you feel like your life is in danger, move the fuck out. Because if I felt like my life was in danger, I'd take those kids that I know they're not mine, but I'd still take them and move out. There's no reason why we almost can't. Huh?
Almost can't, because if Gustavo's using the son as part of his lie or his ruse, it's like when they go away, he has to then create a story for why they went away to Ted. And then they have to be in on the story.
And the DEA is going to be like, that's too much of a risk and that kind of stuff. I feel bad for Gustavo too. Once Teddy puts on the cap, he's in paranoid mode.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
He's like, damn it. Also, what's in Kansas? What next Ocean's 8 operation are they running in Kansas? Is that the dad?
I think that's the dad.
I thought the dad died.
No, the brother died. Remember, he called up Teddy and said, the funeral was yesterday.
Yeah.
Damn, that was hard. That was real hard.
You know, we never figured out why he hates his son so much.
He left him. I thought
no, Teddy. Who left who?
I thought it was like you left us as a family. Like, you left me with your son.
Oh, when he went into the CIA.
I thought.
Oh, okay.
I thought they kind of talked about that shit, when the last time he was home.
But why would you hate your kid for going and getting a good job? Like, no, there's got to be more to it.
I mean, maybe mama and daughter will find out. And I don't know what they got to do with the money, but I mean, maybe they'll seduce him. I don't know what's going to happen with this. But maybe we'll see that'd be kind of wild.
Does anybody think Teddy is making it out of this alive?
No. Teddy definitely gonna die. Again, I said so. My vote was by the CIA once the operation gets exposed by the Iran Contra hearings. And I thought, yeah, That's all I thought. But he's definitely dying. Him and Franklin are definitely dying.
I think 70% of the cast are going to die. I think, no, I mean,
do you think Louis is gonna die?
Oh yeah.
Her
Jail.
absolutely.
I think
Well,
she's gonna go to jail.
Or go to jail. I don't know. I don't know
Louis
if they
Jerome
write.
dead.
Well, I thought maybe they were going to write in that maybe she's pregnant on the show, but maybe they're not. And if that's the case, then she can get it. I mean, she'll die. You know what I mean? But everyone else, I think pretty much everyone else is going to die.
I don't think
Well,
Sissy's gonna die.
I don't know about Sissy. I don't know about Sissy, but Jerome's going to get it. I love Leon, but Leon's going to get it. Maybe Wanda will get it, or Wanda will go the other route and just be on the street again.
I already told you she's gonna be walking around in her Daisy Dukes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Going back to Ghana.
That was our prediction last episode. Yeah,
Oh,
they were saying,
I had a question.
Leon goes, going to die.
I had a question. Didn't Leon and Wanda have a baby in season 1?
No.
Wasn't there a baby?
No, that was season 2 when Franklin had his perfect dream of like how life should have been. They had a baby in the projects, but they had a baby. Dad was dead magically because he didn't like his dad, and he joined the CIA.
Okay, cool. All right.
So I was like, but yeah, that's what he might end up in jail. So in our predictions video, we kind of went through this, and that's what we were saying, that Louis goes to jail, Jerome dies likely, Teddy dies, one way or the other, and then Franklin dies.
Leon dies. Wanda goes back on the street. Einstein's dead as fuck. Definitely.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And
He is.
And everyone else is like, I hope Gustavo lives, but he's the only one I don't know about. He's the only one. It's a 50-50. He has a 50-50 chance of him dying or he makes out this shit.
Then again, Gustavo might take that. If Reuben stays alive, right? Then he might take that deal. Gustavo might get away with it. He might be able to ride. He might be the only one that gets to ride off into the sunset.
So now I'm saying Wanda goes back to Ghana by herself.
That would be good.
She goes back to Africa? Okay.
Yeah, because I can't. I think it would be
messed up.
It would be disrespectful to her story arc for her just to go back to the streets. I mean, I remember The Wire, but for her journey to go right back to that, like in 2 episodes, it'd be like, what was the point of any of that?
But it's realistic.
I hear you. I'm saying
it hasn't been 2 episodes. It's been 2 seasons. She's been clean since the 4th season.
So
yeah, but people do relapse though, unfortunately, because every day
right.
is a
but again, this wasn't even her choice to even come back in the first place. So I understand why David's saying that.
Yeah.
Like it'd be one thing if she decided, hey, I'm going back, and then she does it. But like David said, that is kind of disrespectful that she didn't even want to come back in the first place.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's back on the street.
She might, know what? And it might be, that would be beautiful if she did take Leon's ashes, go back to Ghana,
hold her pregnant baby, with a
baby, and then she spreads the ashes on the beach that they were on when they got married.
Yeah,
that would be a beautiful ending for her.
Yeah,
that would be wonderful. Yeah.
And V and Child are running off with the money because Franklin's dead. So they didn't steal the money. They didn't steal the money. Daddy's just dead. So they just move on.
I'm sorry. We're talking about this whole pregnancy thing. How have we confirmed? Like, I know, like, they're con artists. We see how high level they are. We're Ocean's 11.
We said that last season. And they met at the hospital. We said the same fucking thing. But
I know
they could be in on it.
At the hospital. Those things can be in on.
I know, man. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to believe it. It's just bad. It's bad prosthetics, I guess. Just blame it on that. But she's pregnant. Like, I mean, the baby's coming. We didn't believe it.
Just a special
it's just weird that 1 minute is big, the next shot you see her, it's flat, and then the next one is like a little puffed out. It's like they're using her actual belly, and they're like, hold your stomach out.
Yo, feed her more ice cream. Give her more ice cream.
Yeah.
We gotta make it look real. Like it's like it depends what they're trying to do. Like if she's trying to con a guy pregnant belly would be distracting because like especially when like, oh, I had a crush on you. Who's the father of that baby, right? So she has to look like she's not pregnant in that scene. But when there's another scene where she's gonna be in danger, she's gonna be pregnant. So they can be like, oh my God, don't hurt my baby or some shit.
Yes.
So like, it's a plot device that they're not being consistent with. But why
Peaches is the baby father?
Yo, hilarious. I mean, Peaches just went nowhere. Like I just wanted that story to go somewhere. I was like, I did not think it was gonna be BMF that addressed AIDS in the 80s and not fucking Snowfall. Like I'm like, damn.
Why would you just drop Peaches? I mean, come on. We know Peaches was like pivotal on the show, and then you just drop the storyline like it's not. This was the first time Franklin got robbed. First time. And I don't understand why you would drop it.
Yeah. Well,
it doesn't make sense.
Well, he got robbed by the big black dude who raped that one dude. So he got robbed before, a couple times actually. He's been robbed. But like by a friend. Let's say by a friend, someone he cared about. That's what I'm saying. Right. And it's like, and again, we just thought that was going to go somewhere, and it did not. Anywho, most of these characters are gonna die anyway. We just got to ride it out. And see how unhinged Franklin becomes.
That's how Jerome dies. Peaches comes back. We think he's gone. Shoots him for revenge off of something. I don't know.
No. I don't know. Franklin gets it for some. It's gonna be a random ass person. It can't be Louis and it can't be Jerome. That's just too easy. Like this is like I think we all agree it has to be like a close friend, family member.
Alton?
Huh?
It'll be Alton.
Oh yeah. So no, he's dead. No, he's dead as fuck. He's dead as fuck. But that being said,
I don't think Alton is dead. I don't think he's dead. They did not show him die.
They didn't show him die.
Sissy did not. And Sissy has never said I had to set up a funeral in a country that I didn't even know anything about. She never said that.
That's because Reuben took that body and he killed him just like he killed Avi, and we saw him kill Avi. And didn't tell anybody, and that body was never found.
Why would they show such a significant death like Javi and not show Alton? Why would they show Javi die, but then don't show Alton?
Him die?
Because they want us to first believe that Teddy did it. That's what I'm saying. I know I keep on saying Sissy's gonna kill Reuben when she finds out that he killed Alton. Somehow, some way, she finds out.
You tell me that Alton is Boom in this? Like he's basically Boom. We just ain't gonna see the nigga.
We ain't just like,
we just hear he went to jail.
Moves, if he was still making moves, then he'd be Boom. Like what husband? What did you say? You can't come back to America. Okay, well, what do I need to know? Then he.
Remember we said that about Sissy last season? It's like she's always on the phone. It's like she ain't coming, and then like shit, she actually came.
Oh shit, she there. We did say that. But I got faith. Father's dead. And Reuben will be. Sissy will kill Reuben. I feel like because it's too.
I would kill Reuben too. I definitely would, because he lied to her. I would have shot him because my son could. I don't know. At that moment, is Franklin going to be dead or is he still going to be alive? Or we don't know. But I know I would. What does she have to lose? She's going to jail anyway.
Yeah. Why?
Is she?
Sissy?
Yeah. For what?
Yeah.
Sissy is an accessory to all of this.
To what? What can they do?
Huh?
It's a Rico.
It's fucking Rico. She was running the business.
Yes, I mean,
come on.
This is the same reason why Big Meech and Terry took the deal, because their parents were going to go to jail.
Yeah. So she right now the property business is the front for the drug money. So it is all connected. It is all connected.
And she's there. And if they got wiretaps, which I don't know if they do because they haven't shown that yet. If she's on there talking about this stuff, just like what was his name? Rayful Edmonds' mother was talking about this stuff, and that's how she got caught up in this stuff too.
Well, right now she's not doing any of that. Right now she's just really on the side working on the she's talked to Franklin about the drug issues, right? She knows what's going on. If they hear that she knows what's going on and she's not reporting it to the police, she's an accomplice. If I hear you, so when we saw the DEA at the wedding, right? We have to assume that from that point on, they were tracking all of them. So like if she was involved in stuff until that, but they haven't discussed that with Gustavo and them. So it's possible. Teddy will kill Reuben. The spy versus spy thing will probably be there too. That's probably there. What's up, Jamani?
I would contend that if he actually does ever get this money back, he will be cleaner than ever, because how can you connect it to drug proceeds? Like before, you could say, he had these foreign accounts and, he was going down there and making the deposits and stuff. If he brings all that money back at once and he does it the right way and washes it, how do you connect he's not even selling drugs anymore. He hasn't been selling drugs for a well, he kind of is, through Kane or whatever. But, to say that he's not,
he's kind of not doing it.
The empire that he's claimed to have built.
He is, though. Like he's back.
So he's still a drug dealer, sir. Yes,
also,
he absolutely is.
How did he get all those drugs? When he looked into that warehouse, he had way too much supply.
Yes.
There's no way he stole all those drugs from Ruby and Jerome. There's no way. So like, where is he getting?
No, those were multiple stash houses. So
remember he hit multiple ones. He did. Yeah. He hit 3 of them. I thought 3 of them.
Do you mean they want us? He by himself carried all those drugs.
That was when he had the crew. That was
had
when
2 women, and
both of them were the guns
and Black Diamond in them.
Yeah,
that was the crew. I'll be like, you can't hold guns and steal all those bricks at the same time.
But they shot all the people that were guarding it.
Yes. And remember, he walked up to Kane's hospital room and said it was Louis. And then that's when he was able to walk with his people as well.
No,
No, you keep trying to put them together, sir. They are not together.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. All right. I mean, they wanted to have supply. I think that it's movie magic that he has a lot more drugs than he's supposed to have. But anyway, at some point he's going to run out because he does not have a supplier. Period. Sure. He don't have to. So,
but I don't think no. But to be honest, David, I don't think that Franklin cares about that. I think Franklin has a one-track mind. He wants to make sure he gets the money from this, and he wants to get out of Dodge. He wants his money. He wants his millions back, right? And he also wants to get rid of this product because that's more money for him to get away with V and the baby. He doesn't care about being a drug dealer anymore. He doesn't want to do it anymore. So that's the problem. His focus is this way, and it should be all around. That's
but he does care about the drugs because that's why he went to Cook, because he's like, they're not stretching it enough.
Because he's trying to make the money.
He knows that he only has a certain amount of drugs, and he's like, you guys got to make this thing, you got to cook it properly to make the most amount of money because there's only but so much drugs I have.
Right. So he can get the hell out of Dodge.
We can get the hell out. So I'm saying, but it would be better if we like Breaking Bad, season 1 and 2, that like there's an amount. I need X amount of dollars. And then like if we knew what he's working for. We know what we're working towards. Because right now it just seems like he's just trying to be a long-term drug dealer, but he don't have so many drugs. So it's like he can run out of supply before he hits his goal. Or maybe he's just buying time till his $73 million comes back.
He's just buying time.
I mean, maybe that's the plan. I don't know the plan. Like, what's the fucking plan? Like, you can't be committed to this drug dealing if you don't have drugs, because eventually you're gonna run out.
But he's unhinged right now. So we're in the mind of Franklin right now, and it doesn't make any sense, right? In my opinion, it makes no sense what he's doing. It makes sense in one aspect, but in another aspect, it doesn't make sense. It's like, how long do you think that this bullying and yelling at people and doing all these different things, how long do you think you can carry on doing this before you get killed or the CIA and the DEA come and get you? Like,
but aside from that, I'm like, he gets his money back. He still has a vendetta against Teddy. Like, what is he doing with that? Because he gets his money back. Is he just gonna like be happy and everything?
That's good.
I'm like, it's like he wants his money back so that he can go on an all-out war against just Teddy, because that's what is basically his whole motivation for everything is
he just wants to disappear with V and the baby.
I was gonna say that
he's not disappearing. He wants to disappear in plain sight because he has buildings and everything. It's not like he wants to go to Ghana or somewhere. He wants to be right exactly where he's at.
That's true. That's true. He's doing lots of kind of stay where he's at.
I mean, at the same time, but I feel like he does kind of care more about just getting his money back and protecting his family before Teddy. Yes, I think the Teddy thing is the icing on the cake for him and whatnot at this point. But I think he prefers, like, if he had a choice, I think he would prefer to get that 70 million over just having Teddy get murked at the very moment. You know what I mean?
Is he scared that Teddy's going to take it back? once he gets it back, and then Teddy comes and takes it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the moment he gets it back,
saying
Teddy's
the
either
fail
going to
safe
be
is
already
kill Teddy?
dead. Well,
Yeah,
I feel
Teddy's
like
gonna die as soon as Franklin gets that money back. Teddy's gonna die.
So that's the thing. If Franklin gets the 70 million back, that will only happen if Teddy's already dead anyway, or or Teddy's about to get killed. So it doesn't. I don't think it really.
The other. Like one will equal the other.
Yeah. It don't.
Yeah. But I mean, but to Jabari's point, he can't be alive and Franklin keep the money. Like that can't happen because right, even his girlfriend is telling him that the money was what makes Teddy useful. But anyway, we gotta get the double cross. Stacey.
If y'all want to swap, you can, because I'm hungry.
Because you're hungry. Is that what you said? I'm sorry, Stacey. We're all just here for you. All right, so we'll do. Is that okay? So we can do Chris Rock now, and then we get back to it. Thank you, Stacey. We'll pick you up. Text Lauren. Whatever. All right. Chris. Anything else?
This is just the 4th episode, right? So, no. I mean, it's getting very tense. This season, I mean, obviously is being added to it, knowing that this is the final season. So it's like anyone could die, literally. So I like what I'm seeing. I mean, there's small little nuance stuff that I'm not that much of a fan of. But for the most part, I'm pretty much really enjoying the season so far. So yeah, the acting's great. Everything is good. Yeah.
Thank Kim.
Yeah, I just I don't know. This is the last episode is the next one, right?
No, wrong show. No, you.
Yeah, what show?
We just started.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is 4. I'm sorry, my bad. Man, there's so many shows.
It's so good. She's like, wow, we're about to wrap this thing up, right? No.
No, I really I don't know. I love Damson's portrayal of this character. I think he's doing a phenomenal job because we have seen all the personality of Franklin has changed. You see all sides of him. And I think this is the last side of him that we're going to see is this unhinged kind of, revenge driven person. And I think he's just playing it so well. Like he's doing I just want to continue to see that. Like the transformation basically is what we're seeing, right? From the guy we met in season 1, like this is night and day. So I want to continue to see more of that. I need to know what happened with Peaches. I need to know before we end, we need to know. I could care less whether Louis dies because she stepped over so many lines. It's ridiculous. Jerome, I don't really want to see Jerome die because I think Jerome is like stuck between a rock and a hard place. He loves his family and he loves his wife, but Jerome doesn't love the game. He doesn't really want to be doing this. Like he would be fine be on a beach selling weed to like local people. You know what I'm saying? Like he seemed to me in the beginning, I just want to live. I just want to live. That's it. Be happy and live. And so I feel like he's a little resentful of both Louis and Franklin because both of them talked him into doing this. So I don't know. I'm hoping. I wish Jerome would get a happy ending. Sissy, I'm sorry. Sissy's gonna go to jail for sure. She is. She's going to jail for sure. Because Franklin's gonna die. So there's not like like what Meech did where he did the deal. There's not gonna be that. She's got to go to jail for a couple of years. Because remember, she did some stuff with Reuben too. She told Reuben things. So they have a bunch of stuff on her without Franklin, right? Because of what she told to Reuben, right? So so Sissy's gonna go to jail. I don't know. I really don't trust V and her mom. I think, you guys feel like it's going to be the mom who does it, but I feel like V is going to be like, you know what? I'm deuces.
It's both. I think both.
Yeah, I think she's going to be like, this is a con. It was a con from the very beginning. She just happened to get pregnant, or maybe it wasn't, but now she knows that he's unhinged and he's acting crazy. She might be like, you know what? I don't have to deal with this. I'm out and leave with her mom, but we'll see what happens. I'm enjoying it so far. So
thank you. Jamani, any last
Well, I agree with what Kim said way back at the first episode, right? Because this is Breaking Bad. I'm telling you, right? Like when you said that she's gonna get fed up and give the whole speech that we heard from women before about, you've changed or whatever, because she's gonna start acting like she's a prisoner, just like Skylar did, and then Damson or Franklin's gonna. When somebody knocks, you think that of me? I'm the one who knocks. He's gonna give her that speech, and I foresee that's gonna happen. Everything is basically the same as far as like him having his money stolen, and is basically the last season of Breaking Bad is very parallel. Although I do think that he is going to live. They're gonna try to follow history, whether it's like Frank Lucas or Freeway Ricky Ross, who the character is originally based off of, or it's FX, Mackey, Vic Mackey.
The Shield, he lived.
Yeah, so I see it being there's a far worse punishment than actual death. He's gonna be miserable and still living.
That's a good point. I forgot about Mackie from the Shield.
Oh yeah,
didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
I was like, wow. So yeah, good call on that.
All right.
Yeah.
But I don't know what Leon is expecting. Like, how can you run a drug organization and not sell drugs? I don't like what exactly is him taking over the project supposed to be now? Like,
yeah. What does that look like? What does that mean? This is mine now. Like, what does that mean? He's gonna be a drug dealer with a heart. I mean, you know what I'm saying, you can't do that. I mean,
drug dealer with a heart.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm like, I don't know if is Einstein going to be the target, and then either him or Wanda end up taking a bullet for him, or
Einstein's going to die.
Yeah, Einstein's going to die. That guy, I forgot the guy's name. He's going to shoot Einstein because Leon and Wanda want to help him.
I think Dion's going to try to shoot both either Wanda and Leon, and then Einstein's going to catch the bullet instead or something like that while running with them or something.
Be that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see Einstein as the one who tells the story after everything is over, kind of like how he did in the.
No, I think the person who tells the story is going to be Franklin's kid. That's who's going to tell the story.
I don't think present day. Like, how would he even know the story?
Wow. I think the finale is going to be
Mama tells him. Mama tells him. Grandma tells him. I think Grandma going to that. Mama's around. Grandma's around, and tells him the story. Auntie Wanda is around and tells him the story from Ghana, and then his other auntie that's in prison, Louie. She lives. Tells him the other half of the story. Be like,
or she just get released. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe present day she just gets released. She's much older. You know what I mean? She just gets released, and then that actually, damn, I like that ending. Like, it'd be present day. Present day.
That would be awesome. And then somehow tied it. Like, this is all been a story told from like I said, present day. That would be awesome. They ended like that. There was a future. There's something after all the murders.
If it's present day, as I said, you got Tyrese is Franklin, you got Ving Rhames as Jerome, and you got old girl from House Party that was in Baby Boy as Louie.
That's Legacy. I'm gonna need you to go watch that show.
Go watch Legacy, please. Go watch Legacy. It's already there. It's already there.
Tyrese on there?
No.
But Ving Rhames is
the rest of the cast.
AJ, what's her name? AJ Johnson.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, too. AJ,
with her buff body. She big as shit. Ooh, she got muscles.
AJ can get it though. Just saying.
She's a beautiful woman.
Y'all should do a Snowfall finale rewrites. We will see how it goes. Dominique, you asked for one for a House Divided. I will think about it. We gotta put some thoughts in the final review, but maybe we'll do that. If only if it's bad and it deserves a rewrite. Like a House Divided. So we might look into that. But anyway, Stacey is eating now, so she's giving us permission to go ahead and do Chris Rock. So we'll go ahead and do that special And then Kim and I will pick up Stacey to go back to do Double Cross, which is awesome. I'm very excited about the
Awesome is relative.
It was good,
I was
man.
about to say,
Actually, a
was that
pretty good
sarcasm?
episode. I
Or you
would
being
say
real?
better.
No, I did. I really liked it. I like where this
Oh.
is going. I was like, wow. I was like, all right.
It's more interesting, I would say. And did y'all notice that that's the guy from Last Dragon?
That's what I said.
We went through all that.
I met him.
Oh,
He
you
tried to
did?
date my
You-
friend. Yeah.
You met
Yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Leroy?
We were on the set, me and my best friend, when they were making it, because her brother was actually the guy. Remember Jerome was like in the movie theater and he twisted the guy's foot. They were fighting in the movie theater and he twisted the guy's foot. That
No way
was
in the
my
world I'm
best
gonna
friend's
remember all
brother.
that. I'm gonna take your word for it and say that was somebody you know.
Yes, it was my best friend's brother, Dwayne.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, because Stacey and I were going back and forth. I was like, is that Bruce Leroy? No, that's the guy he was fighting.
Yeah,
I was
Bruce
like,
Leroy. That's him.
and we were going back and forth. She's like, oh,
I
that's
couldn't remember. I mean, I
I was like,
Yeah.
she was talking about Shonuff from Harlem.
Yeah, showing up, right. He was
Yeah.
fighting the guy he was fighting in the movie theater and he
Yeah.
twisted his foot. That guy is my best friend's
I
brother.
generally remember the last final scene in the movie theater where
Yes.
they're like fighting their way to each other and then they face off. And then
Yeah.
he's like- when I was like,
He was doing all that. Yeah.
I went home. I was like 9 maybe, and I was like, it was
Yeah.
a pack. Double Cross is it is actually good. Thank you. So Lauren, you gotta give us a Stacey, what we doing? Are you eating right now or not? What we doing?
I'm about to eat.
All right, so she's about to eat. We're about to talk about Chris Rock and his silly shit. And then we will get back to Double Cross. So Lauren, we will text you when we are ready.